In this video, I'm gonna help you guys because so many people are telling me, Will, I just landed in Da Nang, or I'm coming to Da Nang soon. I don't know how to book a hotel. What hotel do I book? In this video, I'm gonna show you exactly my strategy of finding a hotel, and at the same time, I'm gonna check some of these hotel prices for you guys, and we're gonna see if these prices have went up, down, stayed the same, or what's the best deal. So stick around. My advice is book a hotel for at least a few days, maybe 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, something like that, just so you have a place to put your bags, a place where you can feel comfortable, and that will give you time to go find an alternative place, a better place, a cheaper place, a place near the beach more, or whatever you guys are looking for. So in this video, we are going to check out 4 places. Xin chào. Do you have an available room today? How much is the price?
Today 600.
600, okay. Can I take a look at it? 405, that's 406. Here is 404, where's 405? Where the heck is 405? How did we miss it? There's 406. Maybe 405 is outside. This must be 405. Weird. 401 is here, 405 is here, 404 is there. Okay, whatever. So this is a key, old-fashioned key, not a card. Definitely rare. I haven't really seen too many key places here, but oh, you know what? This is not bad. Let's pop this in. There's your electricity. Usually you'll need a card to pop in for these. I don't want to mess this place up too much, but let's open up these lights for you guys. Let's get some sunlight in here. We'll shut these before we leave. But here you guys go. It is not too bad of a size. I'm guessing this is probably 28 square meters. You got the single bed. This looks like, this is probably a queen. This is probably a queen bed. There's a shower. It looks like a little bit of water, but I think they probably just got done cleaning in here. Where is the light for the bathroom? I guess not too bright, but it's a clean bathroom. It's even got a mirror, so there you guys go. There's a mirror. Actually a Western style shower. It's not the Asian style shower. Bathroom. You guys love the bum gun. And it's not too bad, actually. Now, I'm gonna tell you guys it's not worth the $24 or $25 that they want in person. But like I said, we'll check on Agoda, or I'll pop the Agoda price right here. It's got a little small TV, a very, very small TV. It does have the AC. Let's see what other amenities they have. They have a hair dryer. This would be perfect for me, right? They do have this closet. So the closet's not bad. The closet is kind of decent. You do get a couple of nice little stuff here at this place. Now remember, I remember this place as being $9, $10 a night. For the 20 that they're asking at the front desk, no, I would not do it. But if you guys can get the Agoda price, then Agoda price might be worth it. You do get 2 chairs in here. That is nice. You do get this little nightstand. You guys can tell that this place is worn down a little bit. You can see the walls a little worn down. So that $25, no, 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 no. We will not pay that. Oh, little night light. That's cool. Little night light right there. 2 beds. I don't know if they actually have 1 bed. So if you're a single person or a couple, my kind of preference is to just have 1 bed. Like this big, kind of worn down a little bit, kind of worn down. But they do have the mini fridge. You get 2 bottles of water. I'm assuming that's probably every day. You have a kettle. There is no safe. There's no extra amenities, I would say, but you do get a decent view. And actually, they have this tied, but it looks like you could open up these windows. And like I said, there's our apartment right there. So you are just maybe 3 blocks away from the beach. So if we could see through this wall, we would only be maybe less than 5 minutes from the beach. This played Loco Te. They do play music here. So you probably want to shut this window because I think they do play music every once in a while and it is a little noisy. But this is a good neighborhood. This is right across from Fly Burgers right there. So decent size, not the most luxurious place, and you get a fan. That's an awesome add-on. So you get a AC and you get a fan. I'd run both of these. Remember, you generally don't pay electricity when you're at a hotel, generally. Now, the only time you might have to pay electricity if you book for like a month or longer, but this place is not too bad, especially if you can get this place for like $9, $10, $11. I'll go downstairs and I'll check that price. But let's turn off all these lights. And this is the gold time. 15 million for 1 month. Okay, so 15 million for 1 month. Let me just double check that price for you guys in USD. You said 15, yes? $572, guys. That is pretty pricey. Okay, come on. And this place is called Gold Time Hotel. So pretty pricey. I was gonna check and see, do you have anything available for today?
You have a reservation?
No.
Yes. Today I have a room.
Okay.
How long stay you want to stay here?
Maybe 1 or 2 days.
Yeah, so you can confirm with me later. So today I have available room. You want to see the room first?
Yeah, I want to take a look at the room. Any of you planning a trip to Da Nang in the next 60 days? Well, don't hesitate to book a 30-minute video consultation with me to settle in smoothly. During this call, I'll provide personalized advice and answer any of the questions you have about traveling or living in Da Nang. So don't hesitate. The link is in the description below. The courtesy knock just to make sure no one's in here. Ah, very nice.
Yes.
Okay, let me take off my shoes.
Yes.
Actually, you guys will see. Can I turn the light on? Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so this is going to be much different compared to the one that we just seen previously, the gold time. So you got your safe. That's the first thing that stands out. I think this is Sammy approved. He's always talking about safes. They got the closet space, which is nice. Queen size bed?
Yes.
Queen size bed. You actually have a nice little chair right here. The chair, a footstool. You got the phone. They have the AC is over here. Nicer and bigger TV. You do have your mini fridge, and actually they gave you a few bottles of water. Standard is this kettle. Looks like 2 bottles of water here. Like I said, the TV. Internet works good?
Yes.
Fast internet, okay. And then I actually kind of like how they have the sink outside, so it kind of saves space for the bathroom, and it looks like it's a nice bathroom. You got a more of a kind of a mixture, a Western slash Asian shower, because it is a walk-in, which is nice size. But you have the mounted shower head. It looks like you got the shower head, or you have the option of the wand, the handheld wand. And I do like how these places will have stuff like this, so you do get somewhat of a view, but it also it does let a lot of this hot air out, which probably prevents the mold. And then it does have a nice bath, or a nice toilet, and obviously you guys love the bum gun. Nice sink. It looks like it's not a key, it looks like it's key card. And they do have a view, so this is a little bit closer to the beach. This is probably only a block and a half. So just in reference, we showed you my apartment at the other place, and now that is my apartment, this tall Muang Tan building. So that, my apartment, is the last street before the beach. So That's how close you guys are to the beach. And this street is definitely going to be quieter. I just know it from experience. There's not the Mexican restaurant that plays the music. And also that other street is a little bit noisier. You do have a few restaurants down here, so that is nice. And it does look like that's a nice big AC. That's a really big AC. So I think cold air, a lot from that AC, I think. Okay. And how much is this room?
If you book today, so I can discount for you just 600,000 dollars.
600,000.
So seriously, I buy 650.
Okay. This is the Hummer Hotel and Apartment, and it's literally the next door neighbor of where we just checked out. So if that one wasn't your style, let's pop in here really quickly. Like I said, I haven't scheduled anything at any of these places. We're just ducking in. And that's kind of the thing out here is sometimes there won't be hotels. Xin chào.
Yeah.
So this is the deluxe double.
Yeah, that's right.
700,000.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna walk in. I'm assuming this is a queen size bed. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Queen size. You'll get your TV, and this is what she said. The window will be facing the city view, but you won't get too much of the city view. It's these buildings are higher. The one that we just checked out, Jolia is blocking the view here. But just right behind us, if you go this way, will be the ocean. So this is technically closer than Jolia, but I mean, it's what, 100 feet closer. But the bed is nice. The TV is good size. Let's see what other amenities we have in here. We have the mini fridge, which is pretty standard. Nice kettle. 2 bottles. Is this 2 bottles of water every day or just?
Yeah, so it will be refill every day.
Every day. And cleaning every day?
Clean. Yeah.
Cleaning every day too. And then here is the walk-in bathroom. Very nice. Much more Western style. It does have the open-ended. I guess it doesn't have this. I've seen this one time in the USA and it always confused me where it doesn't close. So you kind of just walk in, you take your shower, and obviously water will get all over the place, but that is the Asian style part of the bathroom. But it is enclosed. It does have a nice sink. They give you your standard amenities, soap, water, and some of you guys that are voyeurs, you guys like this. We have this at our apartment where if you want, you can pull the curtain up if you want to put on a show, or you can pull it down if you feel a little more private. So, do you have a safe?
Safe? Yeah. With the safe purpose, we don't have on the apartment. But also, if you want to have a item important, you can leave at the reception. We have a safe purpose for you too.
Okay. They have a box at the reception that they said, but not in the room. So this one is 700,000. I think this is about 26 bucks or so. I'll pop that exact US dollars conversion over, and I think we're gonna go take a look at another room here. So, and then this is 605. Let me pull off my sandals. It's a little bit different formatted. So remember, the bed is on that side, but it's a different angle. So you come in here, it looks like it's all gonna have the same thing. You do get this. You get the hair dryer, but your window is going to be facing differently. We can always do the reference to how close you are to the beach, because I do. People say I brag how close I am to the beach because there's my building, but it's literally right there. If this building wasn't here, actually, we can try to, here's what I'll do. I'll risk limb and risk of my health. That is the beach right there. So these 2 hotels that I just showed you, that's how close they are to the hotel. I think this room's a little bigger.
It's not, yeah, it's the same.
Same size? Okay. Do you know how many square meters? 30?
Around 28 meters, including the bathroom.
Okay, 28.
Yes.
But this is a better layout for sure. So I like this layout. Everything's kind of separated over here. So you have the bed here, and then you got the walk-in bathroom. Now this one is actually gonna have the closing door. So if that's a big difference for you guys, that's a bonus. And remember, the other one had the glass, the see-through glass. But everything else is pretty much the same. And I do like that they have this window in the bathroom. So I think she said this one's 800,000. This is 800,000, yes?
800,000, that's right.
800,000, okay. And everything is pretty much the same as that one, except for no glass. And same everything else though, I think.
Yeah, same everything.
Same everything, okay. Okay, so it's about a difference of about $4 US a day. There is a pool and I believe a gym here. She is gonna show me that up here, which I think is right through this door. So here we go. Oh, nice, and there's a little chair. And actually this is a really nice view. So now we're a little bit higher up here, almost on the level of Jolia. And here's the pool, so look at this. This is nice. This is called the Hummer Hotel, as I said. We looked at the 2 rooms here, and there's a seating area. It looks very shaded over here, which is nice. And it's hot. Maybe I might even take a quick dip. If I put my life jacket on though, you guys know that I'm scared of getting in water that I can't see. But this water, I can see all the way down at the bottom, so I have no problem of taking a quick dip in here. So you guys can come hang out here. You guys can get in the pool. I just wish, one thing I would say, I wish that they had this hanging over, because you will get roasted and toasted, especially someone like me. I will be looking like Hulk Hogan tan, RIP to Hulk Hogan. So this is the pool. I'm not sure if they had a gym. I'll ask her, but this is the pool area. And you do have these little lounge chairs. So there we go. So guys, as you guys can see, we're gonna go hit our last hotel, and it's almost the same distance away from the beach. So if location is your main thing, any one of these options is gonna be great. There's the Hummer, there's Jolia that we looked at just a quick minute ago. And this one is kind of my default, of which I refer most people to. The only issue with this one is it's always sold out. So I did look on Agoda and I said, I know it's gonna be sold out, but it says it's available. But this is Southeast Asia, this is Vietnam, and sometimes things online do not appear to be what they are. So let's go in here really quickly and see, hey, is Mona Lisa available? I wanted to see if I could take a look at the room available today.
Yeah.
Is it a studio or a 1-bedroom?
One with bedroom without balcony.
1 bedroom without balcony. You don't, how much is that one?
This is 10 million per month.
How much for 1 day?
1 day is 650.
650. So what about the studio?
The studio. So do you want to see?
I would like to see the studio and the 1 bedroom if possible.
Okay. Studio is 550.
550, okay, okay. And then how much is the 1 bedroom?
For 1 night?
1 night.
650.
650, okay. Can I take a look at both of those?
Okay.
Awesome bonus. So out of all of them, this is the only one that we've seen a kitchen. And here's another plus. Full size refrigerator and the freezer. Got a nice kitchen sink. You got a 2-burner stove. So this is a luxury, because a lot of these places either won't have this, which we haven't seen in any of the ones above on the other side, but this one has 2. And even if you find a stove in one of them, you're usually only gonna find a 1-burner, or it'll be the plug-in 1-burner. Microwave, a vent for the cooking, your microwave. So a lot of people say like, hey, I don't need to cook, you know? I don't need to cook. Vietnam's food is very cheap. It's very affordable. I don't need it. But I'm telling you, it does come in handy if you want to make some breakfast, if it rains out and you don't want to go anywhere, or you just want to make some Western food that you're used to. It's a big bonus. Dual sinks. We don't even have this in our place. And I'll get to the price if you guys stick around in a second. So this is the bedroom. So I love it. So you have your full-size living room with your, I guess, dining room table. This is gonna be your couch, decent sized TV. The AC is blowing right here, so the positive about this place is you're gonna have the AC in the living room, and then you're gonna have an AC, where is it at? Right there, in the bedroom. So you get 2 ACs. So if you're like me and Fluffy, one could work in here. You have a working desk. Right here, you got a mirror. You got a second TV. So 2 TVs, dual sinks, dual burners, dual ACs, everything. This is nice. This is where we prefer to stay. If we don't have an apartment, this is what the place we like to stay at. Now, I will tell you about the drawback here. The drawback here is that you're not going to get a view. So unfortunately, this one doesn't have a balcony. So you're kind of just facing outside. If that's not a deal breaker, this is a true good value place. Now, they rent these places out for the month, and that's why this place is always sold out. That's usually the biggest downside of this place, is that they're sold out every time I check. This is the place that I recommend for most of my viewers on my channel is, hey, book a place at Mona Lisa, stay there for a few. If you like it, go ahead and book it for a month. But I believe the apartments that have the balcony are the long-term places, right? So people that stay here long time, they get the balcony. The ones that rent short time, they get this side. And then there's a washer and a dryer, I believe, out here. So let me try to figure out how to get this open. There we go. And you're gonna have your washer, washer and dryer. So this is extremely rare for not only Vietnam, but for Southeast Asia. You're gonna get a washer and a dryer. And you do get a little spigot faucet. So you got everything in this place. And on Agoda, it is $19. I think here it's a tad more if you book it directly through them, but you guys can always check on Agoda. I'll pop the price up in the screen of how much. But this is probably, I think this is like maybe 50 square meters.
50, around 45.
45. If it's 45, it's a large 45. It's large. So you have your bedroom there. All the way your far corner is the bathroom. I'm standing all the way back at the dining table. There's your kitchen. 2 TVs, one here, one there. Full-size couch. Another benefit, like I said, was the full refrigerator, a microwave, 2-burner stove, dual sink. You got plenty of cabinet space. You can put your pots. I believe there's pots and pans here. Let's check. Oh yeah, full everything. Your kitchen, silverware, your pots, your pans. Oh, you've got a cutting board. So this place is stacked. I love this place. Like I said, the only downside is that it's always booked. Here's a bonus, guys. They are showing me the studio. So if you guys don't need the 1 bedroom, this is a little bit smaller version. This is the studio. And actually, I know someone that stayed at this studio. I always like to give a reference of the size. This is a large studio. I'm not a studio guy, but I'm telling you, this is the perfect studio if I were to stay in a studio. You got this bed. I don't think it's quite a queen. I think this is kind of a double or a large double, but you still have everything else. You have your TV, you have your closet, you have a four chairs, a table. Look at this, full refrigerator. Where have we seen that at? We haven't seen that anywhere besides at this hotel. Dual sinks, dual burners, plenty of plugs. I believe they have all your kitchenware here too. And then watch. So this is the bathroom, which is same thing, very nice. You have the walk-in, and it does have the glass. So some of you guys that are scared of having the open-ended showers, there you guys go. Clean sink, clean bathroom, everything. And then I believe this, from me being here before, this is the washing room in here. So this should be, let's turn on the light for you guys, a washer and a dryer. Look at this. This is a studio. So this is a studio. Like, if I was gonna stay at a hotel or a studio, I would stay here. This is bigger than a standard size hotel room, but you get all the amenities of an apartment, probably even more. So there's no downgrading on the room besides this is a little bit smaller. How many square meters is this? Maybe 40?
35.
35, okay. Like I said, it looks like a big 35.
And here,
Oh, this is the garden, okay.
Yeah.
I'll just get a quick shot. So guys, this is the garden. This is gonna be a nice little spot. I guess you got a little bit of exercise equipment. Very, very nice. I like the shade over it because it does get extremely hot. And you guys got some seats here. And then look, this is gonna be your best view out of all these places of the beach. So you will get the beach view here. You will get the beach view over here. And it's the same distance as the Hummer and the Jolia. And like I said, this is a better price. You guys stick around to the end because I will have a review of which place I think is the best deal. So you do not want to miss the end of this video because I will go over the breakdown of each one of these places and which one is the best deal. But this is the garden, and just right up here is the pool. And then here is the pool. So they have the Mona Lisa. I always like this little dolphin statue. Let's make sure I don't fall in right here, but I wouldn't complain if I fall in because it's hot. And this pool does seem to be a little bit more shaded. It doesn't have the overhang of it, but it does on the outside corners. You do have these chairs. You have a seating area there. And then you have the cool statue that. If you wanted to stay in the studio, the smaller room, how much is that per month?
is 7 million per month and a deposit on it.
How much is the deposit?
Deposit is 7 million too.
Same thing, so
Yeah.
1 month and 1 deposit.
Yes.
Is electricity and water included with that?
Except electricity.
No electricity. So electricity will be separate.
Yes.
And now for the bigger room, the 1 bedroom, how much is that per month?
If you rent the no balcony, is 10 to 11 million up to the high floor. Or not?
Higher floor will be a little more expensive. So 10 to 11 million for the 1 bedroom, the bigger one that we've seen, but it did not have a view. That was on that side. Remember that room? I'll pop the video up.
Yeah.
Cap, we took a look at 4 hotels today. We looked at the Gold Time Hotel. We looked at Jolia. We looked at the Hummer. And we looked finally at Mona Lisa Apartment and Hotel. Mona Lisa Apartment and Hotel, that's always my choice. That's my go-to choice whenever I tell people to come to the city of Da Nang. But it did go up. I remember renting the studio when we first got here, and even one other time. That place was like $12 or $13 for the studio, and I think the 1 bedroom used to be like 15 bucks, no more than 16. But now that 1 bedroom is hovering around $19, almost 20 bucks. But the studio really blew me away. If I was forced to take a hotel standard room or get the Mona Lisa studio, I would jump on the studio. I believe Mona Lisa is still the best overall spot. And then it did have the nice pool up at the top. It had that little seating area, and you got to see the beach from the little garden deck area. So in my opinion, that's the way that I would rank them. I would rank them as Mona Lisa number 1. I would rank the Hummer number 2, Jolia number 3, and Gold Time a distant number 4. So not sure if you guys agree with me, but all those places were under 30 bucks. But if you guys appreciated this video, please hit the thumbs up, please hit the like button, and please hit subscribe. We just crossed 9,000 subscribers, and we're on our way to 10,000. So once again, I really appreciate you guys watching this video. Once again, happy travels.